Welcome back to Cooking the Alphabet. We're down to letter W again. How about that? W for walnuts? Nope. Watermelon? Nope. How about a wonton wrapper? Ever tried one of these? They're found right in your produce section, and they have flour and egg whites and some vinegar and cornstarch in them. But you can do all sorts of things with these. If you haven't tried them, they're good to have on hand for those spur-of-the-moment things that you want to make. And 8 of them, 4 points. How about that? 4 points plus. That's not bad. And today we're going to make something with them called like a layered apple pie. Now, I know apple pie is one of those things. Oh my goodness. Do you know if you had an apple pie over at Applebee's, they have a caramelized hot apple pie, something like 26 points. Yikes, I'm not going to give up a day's work for a piece of apple pie like that. But we can make our own for very few points. And what you need to do is take your wonton wrappers and put them on a baking dish or some kind of a cookie sheet. Put them out like this. And all you're going to do is sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on top. Just a little bit on each, just like that. And you add a little sugar or Splenda. I happen to like the stevia myself, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that on top. That's all. I put them in the oven at 400 degrees, and that's 400 degrees for just about 8 minutes. Now watch them carefully because they do brown rather quickly. Don't have to turn them or anything, just let them crisp up. And when you're finished, you're going to end up with little crisp wafers like these. Look at this. How about that? And 8 of them for 4 points. Not bad at all. And listen to the crunch. Listen to this. Nice and crispy. Sometimes all we want is something a little crunchy or crispy, but you don't want to dig into this bag of chips, so this is a great alternative. Now, while they're cooking in the oven, I want you to take one apple and slice it up, put it in a skillet or put it in a saucepan with a little bit of lime juice or lemon juice, a little more cinnamon and some more stevia, and let that soften up for about 8 or 10 minutes while it softens up a little bit. Now, when you take out your wrappers, they should be all nice and crispy. They should be similar to this, something like this. You're going to put it on the plate, and you're going to add some of your apples. And they called for Cool Whip, which I didn't have, so I just made up a little bit of vanilla pudding and threw a little bit of that on top. Added a few blueberries, and here's how one turned out. Look at that. Or you can make a double-decker. You can have one wonton wrapper with some apples and a little bit of pudding and put another one on top with some blueberries, and then I had a little bit of Ready Whip I just squirted on top. And delicious. They're very, very good. Now, I'm not saying this takes the place of apple pie, but sometimes you just want a little bit of a dessert, but you don't want to give in to the temptation or the guilt of all the points. Listen to this. It's good. I think it's quite delicious. You get the crunch of the crust. You get the flavor, the texture. You get the apples. The pudding just adds a nice little touch to it. So, one of those, 1 point. Do you believe that? It's hard to believe, isn't it? If you have a couple on top, of course, you're going to have to raise the points. But this is certainly better than 26 points at Applebee's, wouldn't you say? What else could you do with those wrappers? What do you think? How about roasting them in the oven and putting a little bit of maybe some good seasoned flavoring on top? Maybe Italian seasoning? How about some chili pepper? You might make your own little nachos out of these. They're nice to have on hand. I like to have things in the refrigerator that I can pull out at a moment's notice, make something healthy. It's good. You don't feel like, oh, poor me, I can't have anything. Sure you can. Lots of good food to eat, lots of good things. This apple pie is excellent. I really hope you try it. And again, it's nice because it's portion controlled. You don't have to worry about a whole pie because I know if it were there, it'd be calling my name for sure. But I can have several of these, feel quite full, and not feel guilty at all. So I hope you try it. I hope you try some of the other recipes too out there. And as always, I just wish you good health, happiness, and healthy, happy cooking. Until next time, see you later.